Good afternoon, everybody. Dr. Kelsey here, and I tell you what, I've been working. I'm just taking a break. I'm waiting on some paint to dry and a couple of things, and I've got to continue this project. This has been the most phenomenal week of change and positivity in my life in a long, long time. I mean, when I say a long time, I mean in a very long time. This has been a horrible year for most people, a lot of people anyway. But mine started July, August of last year. I'm not going to go into detail of all this. You know the COVID-19, you know all that stuff. But I've just got to tell you straight up the phenomenal, it just blow your mind. it's it's wild what is going on here um, with this Wishmaker. I mean, it's just uh, how do I put it? Bottom line is, folks, I a lot of people. A very common thing is prayer. Um, I'll pray for you. Prayers, thoughts and prayers. We do that all the time, and you have an issue, and people will say, "I'm praying for you," or "I'm praying for your family," or "You're praying for this." Dear Lord, you're sending out intentions. These intentions may be going out to the universe. This intentions you in your mind may be going out to a particular God. Regardless, well, so I read across that I used to listen to a fellow by the name of Joshua P. Warren. He's been around for a long time. He's written several books. He plays Radionics. I have an interest in this stuff going back a long ways. Haven't delved into it much over the years. We'll get distracted. Things go a different way. Weddings took over my life, blah, blah, blah. And then all this stuff happened in the last year and a half, initially in my little world, and then all across the nation and all across around the world with this pandemic. And it really was a sour note. And add to that the complications of being a caregiver, my energy levels, all this kind of stuff compounded. And I've had some very freaky, scary times. I've lost a lot, and I need to lose some weight. Didn't lose that, huh? But anyway, the event thing just turned sour, went south. No more weddings, no more anything. And at the end of my rope, I ran across Joshua again, and he's all into this wishing machine. I did some research on this wishing machine. Something told me to try this. I'm not usually one to get into real what they call woo-woo type stuff. In fact, I don't even like to, I don't say pray for me. I don't ask anybody to pray for me or anything like that. I'm not a, it's like, why do I need you to pray for me when I can pray for myself, right? So anyway, something motivated me just a little over a week ago. And I thought about it, and I put together a little marketing thing. I thought, I can do this. Well, I didn't put together the marketing thing right away. I got the components in, and I set on my desk without building this wishing machine. I set it on my desk, the incomplete system box, the spools of wire, the knobs, everything, no holes drilled, no wires run, nothing done except just sit there. I thought, how am I going to lay this out? I set the knobs just on the box, connected to nothing, no holes, just there. And then I had a wedding that I had to go take care of in Mississippi, one of just a handful I've had all year. When I got back, the rest of the components were in. By Tuesday, I still had not built this. I just had it sitting on my box, and all of a sudden, Tuesday, Wednesday, the world changed for me. Uh, things picked up. Not only in the world of my finances and being able to get busy, that picked up. I had nothing to do in August outside of that August 1 wedding on that last Saturday. I had nothing else to do. Anything else had been canceled, postponed, put off, whatever. And the rest of it was dead till up in September. Nothing. And then on top of that, the stimulus money we're supposed to get, they can't come up with anything. It's dead. So far, nothing. This is Friday, and they've already walked away from it today, and waiting on that, like waiting on whatever. And it's not even the money that they're going to give the citizens. It's other things, like give money to the states and whatnot to totally go back. But it affects all of us. It affected me. So everything was not working like it should until Tuesday, Wednesday, and then all of a sudden I get paying gigs to fill up my month. Doing a pop-up wedding tomorrow at a park, just them and their kids. Social distancing, no issue. It's an open air. The same thing the next week. I got one, they didn't even qualm about price. It's out of town, but they needed a bilingual officiant, and boom, they gave a deposit right away. No argument about the money whatsoever. And then I'm a caregiver, and my wife's situation has gotten worse and worse and worse, and I'm tired, and I get exhausted, I get cranky, I try to get help, and all of a sudden, after all this battle all year long, trying to get help, trying to get this done, trying to get that done, a week ago they signed her out-of-home health care. That was gone. So I've got no help at all as of a week ago. Then all of a sudden, Wednesday, we get not just a phone call, but a visit. So now she's going to get paid for twice a day, 7 days a week. We're getting relief. She's getting the help she needs, and I'm getting relief. So this stuff is going on. So I still hadn't built the box. It's just sitting on my desk. All the components are there. I've designed it in my head. I've laid it out the way I'm going to do it. I started putting a little marketing campaign together. This Friday, not even a week, I haven't paid it, not a dime in marketing money. This guy from Minnesota, Minnesota, had a clear blue, ends up on my website, and wants to purchase a Wishmaker. For real? Damn, he paid for it, shipping and everything up front. I said, call me. I want to talk to you because I personalize these things. He called me. We had a lengthy conversation. I got the information I needed. Box is being built out. He paid for overnight shipping. It's going out tomorrow. That quick. I don't push stuff that I don't believe in. I don't sell stuff. If I don't believe in it personally, if I'm not convinced that it has some value, it's hard. I can't sell it. But from my experience with this is really something. I call it a law of attraction on steroids. So there you go. I just had to say this because my excitement level is just, I'm trying to keep myself calm. It's like, okay, it's just unbelievable. So I'm going to go forward ahead with this. I'm very, I cannot begin. My own experience says this wishing machine works. You call it a prayer machine, a prayer enhancer, intentionator. There's all kind of terms that people use. I like to use the comparison to prayer, because millions of people every day will silently bow their head, close their eyes, and silently, just mentally put out their intentions to the universe. And they not only expect answers, responses, they claim that it works. they believe it wholeheartedly that this sending this out, this intention, and what they call prayers, works. They put out, if someone says, I'm sick, that 50 people come out praying for you, praying for you, praying for you. That is intention. Radionics works. I compare it in part, and it's hard to understand because nobody has a real definitive response to how this works. It's nobody knows. But I kind of compare it to a crystal radio that has no true solid electronics. There's no electricity current. You're not plugging it into a wall. You're not putting a battery. There's no power supply attached or amplification attached. The most, you got a diode, and then you got some wire. Okay, it's a very simple radio. It's called a crystal radio. You can look it up. You can see, you can build one on your desk. And that non-electrified machine called a crystal radio receives radio signals. You plug in a little mono, not a stereo, but a mono ear phone, and you can pick up radio stations. You can listen to the radio without having a power supply of any sort. The radio signal itself is supplying the power. It's non-amplified. It's not like it's going to be a boombox quality. But it's there. It's understandable. You can hear it. You can tune it in. You're receiving that signal, and it's powering itself. So this is where I am with this. That this law of attraction on steroids works. I have taken what's been around for over 100 years now. It was originally created by Dr. Abrams, and I have beefed it up with my own thoughts, with my own design, to make it even more powerful than what you see. These people swear by this. I read the testimonial. It is a powerful, powerful tool. So, given all that, I now have my own testimony without even having completed, just having the components there, having the setup where it just, the aesthetics was there, but it was not put together. And this has been a mind-blowing adventure. I can't wait to see where we go from here. So join this process. You'll want to get your law of attraction on steroids with Dr. Kelsey. Right there. www.drkelseywishmaker.com. And I'm going to do a lot more things along this line, and I'm super excited, and I hope you stay tuned. And don't forget, this Tuesday night, we've got a guest on our show all the way from the Netherlands. So 7 o'clock Tuesday night, Central Daylight Time. Facebook, Abnormal Alabama. YouTube, Abnormal Alabama. Live streaming, 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time from those places. Join us if you've got questions or if you want your cards read. It'll take place too. Unique and special time for all our friends out here in the cyber world. Dr. Kelsey, Wishmaker Machine, the law of intention on steroids.